How's it going? This is Amy. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to. This is Book Talk Thursday. We made it. We made it to Thursday. Thank God. Yeah. Just like to start out by saying, gosh, those darn fires in LA, that is that's terrible. I've been watching the news. Thankfully my family is safe that lives down there. They're in Anaheim area, so that is safe for now. But man, that is just if you don't know that Southern California's on fire, there's like 6 fires now. I think it's made its way down to Hollywood Boulevard at some parts. Yeah. I just been watching the news off and on and it's just everything is destroyed in certain areas. There's the Palisades, there's like stores and banks and stuff, they're all burnt down. Um Yeah, you just pray for those people and those animals and the wild animals out there. I don't know. Nobody's really talking about that. The wildlife, I'm sure, it's just a devastating thing for people, humans, and animals everywhere. Um, anyway, yeah, so that's that update. Um, it's pretty bad. And the winds are going to be dying down a little bit. I hope that the firefighters can get a handle on it a little bit at least. And we have some firefighters from our area that are going to help out down there. So, pray for everybody. Good vibes, positive thinking, whatever it is you want to do. But anyway, we're here for Book Talk Thursday. It's Thursday. Today's Thursday. This is my coffee cup again, the Valentine's Dogs. Again, with the peppermint mocha Starbucks K-Cup and Italian sweet cream. It's almost gone because I got up earlier than usual. Uh, Mini dog needed to go out and do her business. Anywho, so here we are. And the weather update for my area right currently says 49 degrees. It's kind of chilly out. Yeah, it is. It's chilly and it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm like, what happened to my map changed? It is gonna be, I don't know what today is gonna be. Let's go back. Everything's messed up. Close it all. It says 49. That's a few minutes ago. It said 50 when I clicked on it. Yeah, 50 degrees. Um, and it's going to be a high of 69. I might have to get into shorts later. I don't know. That's a wild ride right there because the low on this next Wednesday is going to be 60. I don't have any rain in the forecast. So, it's going to be after today it should be in the low 60s. Sunny. That's nice. Anyway, that's your weather update. Um, yeah. So today I have a couple of book reviews. I still didn't finish The Influencer yet. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Today. I'm saying today because I got like this much left right here. This much. Uh-huh. And it's going really well. I'm still liking it a whole lot. It's almost over. We're getting to the climax of the story here at the end. I'm on page 288. Like I said, there's only 300 and get my tab 54, so it's not much. It it's getting there. I'm hoping I'm hoping it turns out the way I want. But yeah, almost done. Almost done. This is brand I like this book. It's brand new. I might have been the first one to rent it too. I borrow it from the library. Anyway, we're finishing that today. I swear. I got some few shows and tells to do. hopefully this is a quick video today because I only have two like uh, book reviews that I finished at the end of December that I haven't talked about yet. Um, but I got some shows and tells. I went to the dollar store yesterday. Had to do some errands, so I ended up at the dollar store, of course. I found some Valentine's y stuff. I found these candies, which I like gummies. And I get the I don't know what kinds, different kinds are. All I know is I get them at the dollar store. It says tropical flavor. But this one, these are Valentine's ones. Valentine's ones. I got I got two. And it shows on the front. It shows pineapple and raspberry. I can't see the glare. Right here, right here. Pineapple and raspberry, and like you can give them. They had them where you can like make it a Valentine. To and from, like kids for class give out Valentines. I buy myself Valentines. Um, so when it says on the back pineapple and raspberry. When I looked at them, I was like, oh yeah, I need some more gummies. And then I looked, and they were the white and the red ones. And I'm like, I like that. I don't really care for the green ones, but you know, I eat them. Um, so I was like, oh, white and red, and I didn't even realize they probably would be a different flavor. But yeah, that's cool. I should have got some more. So I got 2 bags of those. The pineapple raspberry. I didn't even know they did that at Valentine's, but I'm gonna have to be on the lookout from now on. Yeah. No, I can't put it over there. The dogs will sniff at it. And then I also found these little decoration. So I have this little tree my mom found in the shed when she was putting the Christmas stuff back, and she was getting out some Valentine's decorations. And she seen this, she thought I would like it for like a tree to decorate for different holidays, which I was thinking about doing that anyway. And so we got this little tree that we had in there, and so yesterday when I went to the dollar store, I was gonna look for Christmas time, they had little mini Christmas lights, that I used on my other tree that we put away. So I thought maybe they'll have Valentine's lights for the little tree. So I went in there looking for that. They did not. But I found the candies and I found some other decorations. These little stuffed gnomes. Um, these little stuffed gnome heads. I thought these were so cute. They had them in some different pink colors and red, but I got this light pink color. They're just a stuffy that you can hang. So I thought that would be cool to hang on the tree. At least one. And then we'll use the other one. So like kind of like not necessarily a tree topper, but like on the tree. Um, yeah. So I found those, and then I got some Valentine's ribbon. I have a lot of ribbon because I do like paper crafts and stuff like that, so and other crafts. But yeah, I found these ribbons, and that was at the dollar store. Then when I went to Walmart, because we had to get prescriptions yesterday, it was prescriptions medicine day, and I found some little lights I thought I would try on the tree. So Walmart had these for $2.98. Light up mini heart. Well, it's a mini heart necklace, apparently. I didn't read that until just now. But I'm gonna put them on the tree. So they have different I was wondering why it blinked. That's why it was a necklace, Amy. See those blink? But also you can do that, and then you can just keep them on and then turn it off. So I'm gonna try it on my tree. Yeah. It should just layer because that's a teeny tiny tree. The Christmas lights that I got from my Christmas tree at the dollar store, those actually probably would have been too long of a strand for that little tree. So we have that, and then I found these other ones because I couldn't decide. These are 2.98 too. It and it's a necklace too apparently. And if I would have read the title, I would have known. I assumed they were just lights for a mini tree. But I got these bigger um ones. They just light up. You can't tell on the there. They're red. They're red and they're a bigger heart one. So anyway, so I got those to try out on the tree. I thought that would be fun and get started on my February decorations. My Valentine's. February is my birthday. At the beginning of the month, on the 5th, I start out with a bang, and I've always did kind of like a Valentine's-y decorations, but also The Super Bowl used to be closer to my birthday. Now it's like a week later, but we usually celebrate my birthday and the Super Bowl at the same time. Um, just because I really like football and I always watch the Super Bowl, and so we just combine it. But I do decorate for like Valentine's, so we have a Super Bowl party with football stuff. But then on the side, we also have hearts and pink and red and all kinds of good things Valentine's. But that's just how I roll. So yeah, so that's the shows and tells today. Um, yeah, I got a few things getting ready to decorate for Valentine's and eat some candies. Hopefully not too much candies because I'm trying maybe this year. Haven't really done it yet, but this year hold back on some snacks, but it hasn't happened yet. I don't know. We'll see. Probably just not buy snacks and then I wouldn't eat them, but then that's not fun at all. So good luck to you, Amy. Anywho, on with the show. So we just did the reading update for the influencer. And then the two books I finished in December, the end of December, was Cold Clay by Juno Black and Clown in Cornfield 3 by Adam Caesar. And what I'm reading, The Influencer, that's also by Adam Caesar. I'm really liking his writing. He's a young adult um, um, writer, a horror. I think Influencers, a thriller. It has some graphic stuff in there, but we'll talk about that once I finish the book. But so Cold Clay by Juno Black. This is the second one in this Shady Hollow series. I really am enjoying this series. So I've just got through the second book. I think there's 5 books total. So I want to continue on with the series, and there's not too many books, so I can catch up pretty quick. But this was a short book. It was 240 pages, and I did borrow the physical book from the library, and it was published in 2017, and I gave it 5 stars. It's just a cute little cozy mystery. It's forest critters, animal characters, and the main character is a fox. Her name's Vera Vixen, and she's a reporter at the Shady Hollow newspaper. And so, in the first one, there was a murder mystery. A murder happened, and she was on the case to find out what happened and help find who did it. And so, in the second one, this is a mystery that there's these bones that show up in this apple orchard. There's this apple orchard that's owned by these rabbits, and they were digging up this old tree stump, and they found some bones, and so they go get the deputy at Shady Hollow is a and the sheriff is a bear, and so they go get the sheriff, and Vera's there because Vera and the bear are kind of dating now, sort of, um and so she comes along to see what's happened, and these bones turn out to be these elk bones, and so the guy, the critter that runs the coffee shop, the diner, Joe's Diner or Joe's Mug, I think it's Joe's Mug, is Joe, and he's an elk, and his wife left um, quite a few years before, and they have a son, so it's just him and his son. And these bones turn out to be, they think, is Joe's wife, who everybody thought she just left town, that they didn't get along, and so she left town. And anyway, so it was looking like maybe because Joe and her didn't get along and she disappeared or left town, that maybe Joe had something to do with it. But so anyway, Vera's on the case. She's doing some investigations. She's trying to find out what happened. And then at the same around the same time, there was some thievery going on. One of the more rich critters in town, the Beavers, they own this mill, and their house was robbed and some things were stolen. And Vera and her buddy, who's a raven that owns the bookstore, um, went checking out with the last where the last um, place that this Mrs. Elk was seen. And so they find this cave and then they find these remnants of these stolen items. So, anyway, so it goes along and they're unfolding what happened. And there's a new lady in town. She's a mink and she's running an etiquette school. And so there's things going on with that. But anyway, it was a cute little story. I really love these characters. They really seem more human than critter. And then, they're all forest critters, but this is like a whole um, world of critters. So this is Shady Hollow. This was Cold Clay. The first one was Shady Hollow. Cold Clay is the orchard. The apple orchard is named Cold Clay Apple Orchards, I think. But that was and then there's another. The next book is I think it's Mirror Lake, and so there's a lake that's called Mirror Lake, and then there's one called Twilight Falls and I think Summer's End. So I'm assuming the names of the books are the areas of this little forest world. But anyway, yeah, Cold Clay. This is a really good cozy mystery series. I really, really like it. I highly recommend it. It's it's not really I don't even though it's like a little murder mystery, I don't think it's really graphic. I don't remember, I would even say this would be maybe a young adult, but it's fun. It's fun for adults. Um yeah, so I'm curious to know about I haven't got any of the audios with these. I've read the book. So I'm curious to know about how the audio would sound listening to those. So maybe after I read the series, I might go back and try to get the audio and try that out and see how it goes. But yeah, I really like that. 5 stars for Cold Clay. Can't say enough of high recommendations for that. And the next one is can't be. This is at the other end of the spectrum. This is a horror thriller, a young adult horror by Adam Caesar. It's Clown in the Cornfield 3. This rounds off the trilogy for the Clown in the Cornfield series, and I really enjoyed this one the most. The I gave this 5 stars. This was my favorite out of all of them. Just the way it kind of like in a trilogy, usually the third one somehow comes back around in the story to go to like an origin story of the whole story. Um, so yeah, even though this wasn't like the beginning, but it talked about this. So this Clan on a Cornfield, this the subtitle is Church of Friendo. So it talks about really this. There's a I would say a cult. Yes, that would be a correct word. A clown cult. Um, it's weird. So yeah. So I don't know how to explain this without giving things away. But anyway, it involves the main character Quinn Maybrook, who in the first one, her and her dad had were new in town to this small town um in Missouri. I can't think of the name right now. But they come to town, they move to town. He's a doctor, and she's new and she's I don't know, she's 16, 17, something like that. And she, makes friends with a couple of these people in high school, and one of her friends she makes is a guy that lives next door. And so anyway, so the whole story is about this massacre that happens at the beginning, and then it rolls over to this second one where it kind of reminded me of Scream, just because of it starts out in high school and there's a massacre, and then it rolls over to in the next book they're in college, and it follows these characters like throughout their life, like Scream did. Like they started out in high school, then they went to college, and then they got out of college. So this was like a similar path. And you have this crazy maniac killer and just different things with each story, and creating a new plot. But it keeps you interested, or me at least. And so with the third one, I thought it was the best. I like the best one because it's like I said, it's going back to kind of like the origin story of the whole thing and the cult and these clowns and it's totally different in a way from where um I guess where this last um you know thing happens is in a different place. It's not back in town. But anyway, it's interesting. I really liked it. It is a horror. It is graphic. Um but I like Adam Caesar's writing, and that's the reason I found that he had um, written Influencer, so I thought I would like that. And I'm really liking Influencer right now, so I'm excited to read more Adam Caesar. And I know he's written other stuff. This is the first thing I picked up of his was A Clown in the Cornfields. Um, so yeah, so I'm really liking his work. I think he's a really good writer. He makes his stories interesting, and it keeps you For me, it kept me interested. It was maybe not super fast paced, but as far as like a thriller and a suspense and finding out what's going on, especially with an influencer, it's like high schoolers and social media and a psycho. But yeah, Clown on a Cornfield 3, 5 stars. I really loved it. If you like horror or young adult or anything, this might be a good one to try. Like I said, it is all the Cornfields ones was graphic. It's well, I mean, if you think about it, the murder is a clown and it's in a cornfield. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy roller coaster ride. It's going to be nonsensical. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to be, this could happen in real life. But since reading Stephen King's Children of the Corn, any kind of cornfield, I don't do cornfield mazes. I don't do, You're not going to catch me out there at night. If I break down in my car by a cornfield, I am pushing that car away from the cornfield. It sounds like nonsense, but you know what? Maybe not. Anyway, so that is my nonsensical wrap up of 2 books I finished in December. And yeah, hoping to finish Influencer. As soon as I finish Influencer, I think I'm gonna start on. I have my books for the 2 other library books I have that I have to take back soon. One I did renew, so we'll see if I get to when I get to this other one if I can renew it. But I think the next book I'm gonna start that's on my January TBR is the Hairpin Bridge by Taylor Adams. Um, yeah, it's a thriller and it doesn't seem that big. So hopefully I can get through this and maybe get to the one of my library books. I don't know. Gabby Reads is having her Winterween, the 10th through the 16th, I think. I will link her video down below where she, I think, picked her books she's wanting to read and she goes over the prompts for that. I think there's just 5 prompts and it's very easy. She has some really good readathons and she has merch you can get. I don't know if it's still available, but you can go there and look. But she has, yeah, she's a really good YouTuber. I like to watch a lot all the time. I try to watch her most of her things. And yeah, so that Winterween is coming up on the 10th. And I don't know if I'll be able to participate fully, but I'd like to at least because I have a couple of books in my January TBR that could go with the prompts she has. So yeah, so the next one I'm going to start on is A Hairpin Bridge, and this is a thriller about a sister. They're twins. I think they're twin sisters. Yeah, twin sister. So one of the sisters is um dies. The police say she I think went off the bridge, jumped. I don't know if she put her car off the bridge or she just jumped. But anyway, the twin sister had gotten some text from her right before, and it's not making sense to her. So her twin goes to find out what really happened to her twin. That she doesn't believe that she committed suicide. So anyway, so that should be really. And I haven't read a Taylor Adams yet. I do have The Last Word and there's another one I can't think of, but yeah. So this will be my first one. I don't know. It was published in I don't know what. I don't know what book came first. This says 2021. So this is 2021. Um yeah, a few years ago. But yeah, I'm excited to get to this one. I got this at the Goodwill. I got it $1.99 at the Goodwill. But yeah, so that's my next one. And then I have another small one. It's a Christmas one, a holiday one that I didn't finish the holidays that I put on my January. If you want to go see my January TBR video, where I picked out of my prompt jar over here, my reading prompt jar I'm doing this year. I haven't did one before, so that was the first time I got to pick out my reading prompts out of my little jar, and I think it went really well. I was pleased with the excuse me, the picks I got. So, yeah. So, thanks for stopping by, and you have a good rest of your week. Um, and football playoffs are happening. College has the last two playoff games um, today and tomorrow, I believe, Thursday and Friday. And then I believe Saturday, Sunday, Monday is NFL wild card um, playoff. So I'm a big football fan. That's what I'll be doing this weekend, along with reading and cleaning and eating and you know what else. But yeah, so have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Yeah, pray for those people in Southern Cal. We haven't seen any, I mean, it's quite we're like 8 hours north, so we don't see any effects of that smoke or anything like that. I think it's blowing southwest or west, maybe. It looks like it's blowing, the winds are blowing it west, but I can't really tell. But there's nothing up here. But yeah, but still, um, you know, pray for those people and the animals and all that. But we'll see you back here. If you cross your fingers and have high hopes, we'll be back here on Tuesday for Book Talk Tuesday, and we'll have some more stuff to just randomly talk about. Okay, thanks. Bye.